What I've been telling you.
Who?
Pickleball. I forget to bring a pen. I'll bring it back. That's all, it took all mine except that one. Sure. Have we live yet?
Oh,
Yes, we're live.
We're live? Okay.
We are live.
And you forgot that, didn't you?
Yeah.
big cross.
Butler. You think I'm gonna put your big order? It's gonna be huge. A lot of population would be really on Steve Long's fault, isn't it? Yes, that is.
That's all right, we'll call the meeting to order. Lewis and the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bow our heads. Heavenly Father, thank you that we can come here tonight to do this business in the city of Newcastle. We just ask you for wisdom and guidance. We pray a blessing over our community and a hedge of protection around it. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Okay, roll call.
Happy August, Mike Duffy.
Present.
Jeff Hancock.
Present.
Jerry Walton. Aaron Dickin.
Here.
Mark Coger.
Here.
Lynn Purdue.
Present.
Rex Pecapall.
Here. Okay, now we will deal. Does anybody have any? Nobody wants to?
I'll make a motion to approve the last meeting's minutes.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Roll call vote.
Mike Duffy.
Aye.
Jeff Hancock.
Aye.
Jerry Walton.
Abstain.
Aaron Dickin.
Aye.
Mark Coger.
Aye.
Lynn Purdue.
Aye.
Rex Pecapall.
Aye.
Aye twice.
You just weren't quick enough.
My fault.
Pick up the pace.
Okay, do we have any specific additions to the agenda? If not, we'll consider it approved. And now we'll move on to anybody from the public that would like to come forward, keeping in mind that we have a time limit. So if you want to come forward and speak, please do so. Anybody out there?
Pastor Kevin Kidwell, EK Ministries, located at 915 South 17th in Newcastle, Indiana. We have been approached by several people in the community about the homeless situation at our parks. And basically, the officers and all that stuff, I know they're trying to do the best they can, but I've also tried to reach out to a few other programs to try to see what we can do to try to get these people placed or try to get them some kind of help. We usually give you an update every six months, but today this was brought to our attention just recently. It's getting good. I said before, about 4 months ago, that this was going to get worse, and it is. Now it's the rebellion, now it's this, now it's that. And we have tried to make changes. We've tried. We've also tried to get some of them involved in a few of our outreaches that we have, like taking it to Streets Ministries. We've tried pushing to get them help. But instead of doing that, it just got aggressively worse. On top of it, we have been also looking at a few people quite recently that hit the news that basically had mental issues, crisis unit, and stuff like that. And we've been trying to look for some kind of solution of trying to help people with mental issues. We don't use that thing labels, because that's what everybody likes to use. Those people, such as, say, Mike, John, Tom, is cleaning anything from, we even have a person come up here and clean the bathrooms for free. To willing to, instead of giving these people a label, give them something to do, teach them a trade. And that's all we ask. And, you know, we've tried everything, and we've asked and asked and asked and showed proof of everything that's going on here in the city. And it's gotten worse. There's no changes in that bracket. Trust me, if you don't believe me, go over by where the big stadium is, or the big stage is. Look underneath it. They're sleeping underneath it. Thanks for letting me share.
Kevin, do you have any idea of the number of people now that...
The last total count I gave you was 52. It went up. It's up to 74%. But it's off and on because they're escalating from here, from Ohio, from Ohio
That's my next
to
question,
Michigan.
transition.
They're basically fluctuating, and the drugs are coming in from those areas. The such and such are coming in from those areas. Oh, and then you have the veterans that are locked away that nobody really wants to help, because they're just a label. And I've talked to the Veterans Administration here, they're trying, but they need help. But we're trying to do the best we can as a church. And we're asking you, Mayor, if there's any way possible, and I know one day you said sit down with you, but there's been miscommunication, but these
Last
people,
time we had a meeting scheduled, it was on a day off, and I was here, and you...
I had to work. But please, if there's any way possible that we can change that, if there's any way possible that we can reach out to the people, and to some of these local businesses that teach these people a trade so they're not a statistic or a label. Other than that, thanks for letting me share.
Kevin, do you have any particular people in mind who are looking for work and to learn?
I got people, I brought over to Jeff to even clean out the garbage can over by his garage. We've also had people, I've had people come to me to help clean up Dunkin' Donuts parking lot.
I mean, are there those who want to learn a trade?
They want to learn a trade, yes.
Is it 5, 6? How many?
Higher, about 20, 30, 40, 50 people. But we don't have a building for that. We don't have a facility for that. But local businesses are willing to turn their noses up to them. Why don't they just teach them? Not hard. Other than that, thanks for letting me share.
Thank you. Okay, is there anybody else would like to share? Nan, Carrie? I mean, you guys a lot of times want to. I just thought I'd ask you if you have anything to add. Okay. So we'll move on to committee reports. Mr. Guffey.
I have one thing, just want to be on the record. Dave's been trying to help me with, gas company came in town, did work, shoddy work. I just wanted it on the record because I told the guy I was going to complain about it. Still got a cut that they've done in the road. They haven't came back and repaired it. They got curbs and sidewalks that they poured to replace that's already cracked because possibility they poured concrete in January and February. I just wanted to be on the record that people on South 22nd Street, Ward 1, they don't care for that. And the city shouldn't be left to deal with any of that also. So that's all I have. It's Center. Yep, Center Point.
Okay.
That's all I have.
I have a couple. Had a phone call the other day about a camper sitting on the side of the road for 3 weeks. I don't know what the status is on that. I didn't look it up. South 11th and Mauer Street. The lady said the neighbors are afraid to call, but she made the call, so I don't know what it is. The other thing is, I had a call, and probably the trustee's office is responsible, but from the alley from Main Street heading west by trustees, there's a lot of overgrowth. And I'm going to say there's probably overgrowth. There's probably one place where it's probably two inches, tree coming over, and a lot of brush. You will scratch a vehicle. So would that be the trustee?
What office you
Henry County Trust, the YMC.
Is the alley behind where the trustee and the YMCA is,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
you're saying that that's growing out of the property that the Y had? that's
Right,
the property,
yeah.
okay.
So right between the alley and the YMCA or trustee's office. So I don't know who's responsible, the trustee or
It's their property, they'd be responsible.
stuff. So do we need to get a hold of the trustee?
It's their property. So
Okay, so,
when they were there, actively there, they took care of it.
yeah, so do we need to send them a letter then, or just make a phone call, or what's best?
We'll have Kenny take care of it.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
Mr. Walden?
First of all, thanks for everyone filling in for me when I was going on vacation. Had the grandkids for over a month and a week on the beach, so I'm on vacation from vacation right now, I'm not caught up yet. I want to thank the mayor for holding it. Mayor, I don't know what you titled the meeting, was it Preserve Indiana, or what was that?
It's just a conversation.
It went very well, but from that conversation, I brought up a while back that the building inspector's office was asking for an extension on the time for permits being turned around. And it came out very evident from Kenny Dale that that's really needed, like now. A lot of these permits have gotten a lot more complicated, and complication extends the time out. Most of them would still fall within what we have right now in the books, but he was asking to extend it out to 5 days. Am I correct, Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, it's 24 hours now, but we'd like to extend out to 5 working days.
5 working days. That's the important part. So that would be a change in the ordinance. Joel, would that have to be a public meeting along with that?
You wouldn't have, you'd have to approve the ordinance in a public meeting. I don't think that would require a public
Okay,
hearing.
okay. But it's really needed. And I think that's pretty apparent in the meeting from the conversations that were had. And that's all I have.
Mr. Dickon?
I don't think I have anything.
Mr. Coger? Nothing. Mr. Purdue?
Nothing tonight.
Okay, well, I wanted to comment, it was, I don't even know if it was actually brought up, but it was there after the last council meeting, the new sign there at the corner of Baker Park. Tremendous park board and Mr. Pergram and several local companies worked to get that done. And, our parks, you go around and our parks are, look at other cities and our parks are pretty nice compared to other cities and other places. Our Parks Department maintains them really well. And I just wanted to ask Mike if he would comment just about where we're at on pickleball, because at the park board meeting, they talked a little bit about pickleball.
Yeah, I'm excited tonight. Before this meeting, we had the park board meeting that we are going to expand the pickleball facility, and we have it within the budget for the next year and a half. We're going to be breaking ground to build 4 more courts within that area. It's going to be mirrored of the 4 courts that are existing. We're going to make the width of the facility a little bit bigger, so we can call that the championship side. There'll be 4 more courts added, so we're going to be breaking ground this fall, pouring the concrete, letting that cure over the winter, and then that gets us on the calendar for next spring for the company to come in, seal, put up their nets, and install the fence. And like I said, it's going to fit within our budget for the next year and a half. And I think the great thing is that we've seen the popularity of that sport, not only across the nation, but within our community. And I think if we get 4 more courts in and installed by next spring, we're going to meet the needs of the pickleball population within Newcastle and Henry County. So I'm excited
Very
about
good.
that, and
Park
it's
board,
going to round out.
excited about that, because when I go by there, it's crowded. And I tell you what, there's so many things that the park offers and all that. Probably one of the best park in central Indiana. I mean, from skating to pickleball to the swimming pool to shuffleboard and everything else. It's just a beautiful, beautiful park. So I appreciate all you guys do.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. And what we've done there is, that continues to round out the
Yeah.
Baker Park
Yeah.
opportunities.
And I probably missed quite a few of, shuffleboard. They still pitch horseshoes, so they're just on both sides of the road. Golf, frisbee golf, there's just a lot of great things going on.
At this moment, there was one guy there playing horseshoes. Pickleball courts were full. The cornhole courts were full.
Special Olympics
Yeah,
practices
yeah.
Monday night.
Yeah. The skate park was full. Wasn't one person shooting basketball. Who'd ever thunk it? Newcastle, Indiana.
Yeah, it's,
Everything would be full of a basketball.
yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
We appreciate all you and the Parks Board and your workers do. That's all I have, Your Honor. I'll pass it on. Oh, no, I do have one other thing. I got an email this week, and Ashley, you may have got one too, from Betsy Denardi with the state. We're going to get $2,000, around $2,000 in opioid money.
Okay.
That, anyway, I don't know why I would not, I'd get it, you get it, I'll forward it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Chief, you have anything to say?
Just want to remind everybody, school starts this week. We've got a ton of grant money we're going to be using for stop warrant violations and school zone speed enforcement. Remember, it's 20 miles an hour around all schools, so you've been warned. The tip 411 should be up and running next week. We have to get, since they're creating our own app for our phones, we had to get Apple and Android's permission first. So that's what's kind of slowed down. We had to write a letter to them and then get the mercy whenever they got back with us. So we've got that taken care of. They're basically creating the app for the phones right now. We're hoping next week we'll be up and running.
Good.
That's all I got.
Okay, Chief? No. Chief? Mike?
No, sir.
Dave?
No, sir.
I don't have anything else.
Pat? Craig? Lee?
Yeah, just one thing real quick. Ordinance number 3479. It was passed in 2006 under the Smith administration and that council. It's a ordinance prohibiting parking that obstructs vision. But in the ordinance itself, it's very vague as to what an obstruction is, like how far a obstruction is. What I mean by that is, in the ordinance it says if you walk out to the city right away and you look left and right and you can't see, that's an obstruction. Well, and like I was talking to Dave and Joel this morning at the public works meeting, that's vague in that my line of sight is going to be different than, say, Brian Clark's line of sight. So I think in that ordinance, maybe we need to go back and revisit that and put, follow more of the state guideline, which is around driveways and those sort of things of 20 feet. We already have it on the book where if a four-way stop sign is 30 feet back from that intersection, if it's an overhead stoplight, it's 20 feet back because they can clearly see the light. It's 30 feet back from a crosswalk that's painted on the ground, 15 feet on either side of a fire hydrant. But on this ordinance, and this is, we've been telling people it's 20 feet, but it actually, according to the ordinance, it is what you consider to be restricted if it's actually a restriction to you versus anyone else.
Are you saying for the homeowner that we need to contact them, tell them they need to trim it? Or are you talking about your guys going out and trimming it?
No, the ordinance is strictly talking about parking. It says in the ordinance that an obstruction shall be anything that's motorized, non-motorized, tree, shrub, or any other solid object that blocks a person's view. But then it says what the line of sight is a direct view of you standing at the intersection or at a driveway and looking. And what I'm saying is I think that needs to be more defined as to how far from a driveway you can actually park. But it's already clear that it even says in this ordinance, it's up to, they have 24 hours once they're notified to remove the obstruction or whatever it is, and or the police can ticket you or have you towed on that. I just think we need to define that, and Jeff and I got into a situation last week, and even though we explained what it is, there's nothing actually in this ordinance that says that's exactly what it is. It was a matter of opinion. So it's just something, you guys might want to look at that ordinance and see if we wouldn't want to come up with a more definite distance between driveways as to what people can, and I'm not trying to cause people issues, but the big issue was on A Avenue, there where it comes out of the commons. And we went down there to actually paint the curbs. There was no curb there to paint because they had paved that road up to where the curb's gone. So we stuck a sign up that said no parking because people were complaining about coming out of the commons and you couldn't see left or right. And so we stuck a sign up, and as some of you well know on Facebook, it caused quite a stir, and we weren't trying to do that. We were just simply, we marked 20 feet, we put up a sign that said no parking. But there again, the ordinance states standing, and I don't think standing versus sitting in a car is what it is going to be the same line of sight. Do you agree, Matt? Do you think
Absolutely.
on that?
Yeah, I wish we could just go a certain feet,
Yeah.
amount of feet, and just, that be it. It needs to be more just cut and dry. It's either this length or it's not.
It's a shame that we can't paint curves. I don't, or,
I would, Sam, you think 20 feet, 25 feet?
What's the state say?
The state says 30 feet if the stop sign is in an intersection. But it also says that it's 20 feet if it's an overhead light. But then it says it's 20 feet from an entrance to a fire station. So that's why we're kind of going with the 20 feet.
Yeah, I think 20 could be sufficient.
but anyway, paint the curves yellow and all that, so they still
I
have
think
all
some
that.
ones, no curves in some areas.
Yeah.
Number two, you would have police guys year round.
And then I don't care, we tried to paint curbs, but in this situation down on the avenue, there's just no curb area paint. I mean, it had been paved right up to the top and grass had taken it over, so that there wasn't any curb paint, so.
I would like to see the 24-hour knocked down, because as soon as you say you got 24 hours to move it, next thing you know, you got somebody getting ran over.
So just do away with the 24 hour?
I'd say we can
I think it's actually 48.
use a
track-
lot of
It's
discretion.
48.
Do you track your warnings?
No, it's
Like
24.
if you warn me
Okay.
for doing that, is that in the system? And then if you ticket me, if it come there again, is that, I mean, because
Yes
you
and
warn.
no, yes and no. On the tickets, it's easy to look up.
Mm-hmm.
If they give a verbal warning, no.
Because if somebody got a warning, then they would, if it was in the system, then that they more than had their 24 hours
But,
notice.
I think we had the same thing on Grand Avenue, on the backside of the Commons, a
Right.
truck and a trailer.
Yeah.
And if you give them 24 hours a day, that little, you call it an intersection, to me, would have been extremely dangerous, because going down Grand Avenue, we all know people don't run just 30 miles an hour. And somebody pulling out of there, especially the people living in the Commons.
The 24-hour thing gets us right back to that problem we used to have with RVs. If they move them a few feet, or if they drive them around the block and bring them back.
But I guess this
I'd
is-
rather just be, you don't do it.
This is a little different, I guess, because it's, even if they moved it right back, they'd still have a line of sight obstruction.
That's why we need a definite.
Yeah, so you want to get more specific on section 1B, the definition of line of sight.
Yes.
And then we also want to adjust section 3, that they have 48 hours to correct the condition to what? Instantaneous?
I think it almost has to be.
Yeah, because if we go down there, I hate to bring up litigation, I've been through it plenty of times. If we go down there and say, okay, you got 24 hours to move it,
Yeah.
2 hours later, somebody gets hit and killed, the city's gonna get sued.
Now, in our schedule of fines, we can say first offense, we can say first offense is 15 or 10 or 50, so it's not gonna really nail somebody big time, but they're gonna have paid something, now they're not gonna maybe do it again. And the second time, they'll be in the system, second time, it's more. Would that be decent, Matt?
Oh, yeah, that worked great.
Yeah, I think that might help.
City court can track that.
Because, I don't know that we want to just try to soak people
Right.
because they pull up, maybe they pull up there and they're not there, but that makes them think about it.
There are some line of sight issues elsewhere. I talked with somebody who brought up the intersection of Church Street and Main, and I said, I wish there was a light there.
You should
That
be.
we'd remove the light. It was supposed to be a joke. So, I know the yellow curbs, and this is the type of thing that I know we're looking at, making it a little more specific and enforcing. Didn't find that very funny, did you?
We could put a stoplight in every block. We could just stop cars
Continue to.
continuously, everywhere. we're already known as the stop sign capital of the world, so.
Yeah.
There's that.
That's it. All right, well, we'll move into our business. First is a resolution. Resolution, get it up here on the screen. Resolution 080320026-1, approving the transfer of revenue from the waterworks and sewage works to the city as payments in lieu of taxes. Basically, this is transferring $1,950,000 to the general fund from the wastewater utilities. And then for the year 26, the amount of revenue should be transferred to the general fund from the water utility at rates and charges in lieu of taxes of $171,300. Now, this is something that is always done, but Ashley felt like we ought to have the resolution because it gives her a paper trail so that, when the State Board of Accounts comes, they'll not say you don't have any paper trail on this. So anyway, it's something that's been done many times. It's not some new thing, and I move we pass this resolution.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, does anybody have any questions? Okay, roll call vote.
Mike Guthrie.
Aye.
Jeff Hancock.
Aye.
Jerry Walton.
Aye.
Aaron Dickens.
Aye.
Mark Hoger.
Aye.
Lynn Purdue.
Aye.
Rex Speckenpaul.
Aye. That brings us to third reading of 3978, vacating a right-of-way within the city of Newcastle, 30th Street and Broad Street. I move we...
Well, actually,
Oh,
Rex, this is
go
public hearing.
Public hearing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's, okay, go
Yeah, this is
ahead.
one we couldn't do last time.
All right,
Public
take
hearing.
over.
So, all right. Call the public hearing to order for ordinance 3978. It is on a petition by Gossage Excavating to vacate certain portions of platted alleys near Broad Street and 30th Street in Newcastle. If anyone would like to speak to this request, please come forward, state your name, and address the council. All right. Seeing no takers, we will close the public hearing.
Okay, now, I'll move we pass 3978 on third reading.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Let's do a roll call vote.
Mike Guthrie.
Aye.
Jeff Hancock.
Aye.
Jerry Walton.
Aye.
Aaron Dickens.
Aye.
Mark Hoger.
Aye.
Lynn Purdue.
Aye.
Rex Speckenpaul.
Aye. This brings us to the second reading on ordinance 3979, establishing a new Chapter 79 of the City Code regulating the use and operation of micro-mobility devices, basically e-bikes and those type of scooters and devices like that. I move we pass this on second reading.
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded. Now, does anybody have any discussion? Did anybody get any feedback from anyone on this, or, because we waited last time because, just to give people a chance, and I didn't have anybody.
I think this is great. It just keeps growing, and it's a problem.
I saw somebody the other day on one of those little electric stand-on scooters.
Oh, yeah.
They had three people on it. And I mean, I'm thinking pretty dangerous. So anyway,
Dave and I saw a young lady, junior high school age, riding on the scooter, looking at her fingernails while she's going down the road. This evening, on Main Street, at the Little League Diamond, a girl's on the hoverboard, just your feet.
I couldn't even look down.
And she's texting as she, I don't think, we had, what was the kid's name that got hurt on the golf cart, played basketball?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Gosh.
Eric Means.
No, just here recently. Jenkins, Jenkins, severely hurt, had to have cut part, had brain swelling, had to have part of his skull cut out. I'm not being fictitious. I'm saying if they're gonna ride these scooters, and the e-bikes, I don't get it. If you ride a bike, I thought you did it for exercise. Why do you ride an e-bike that does half the work for you?
Well, I think,
I say we make them wear helmets.
Well, I think that's what we're doing.
I'm serious. We're not taking this serious. You wait and see Somebody's gonna get hurt bad on one of these things.
I addressed, Matt a while back. It was two dirt bikes, and they're going down Road 3, and they jump on the sidewalk, run down about 30 feet, jump back in the road, go down a little bit farther, jump back on the sidewalk, and then I ran to the bank, I see them by the courthouse doing the same thing. So it's just a accident waiting to happen with the dirt bikes. And they were licensed, they had their helmets on, but they were just trying to do stunts.
Well, we've got in there about helmets and the power of the bikes and different things. It's a pretty good ordinance. So anyway, let's vote on that, Ashley.
You got it. Mike Duffy.
Aye.
Jeff Hancock.
Aye.
Jerry Walton.
Aye.
Aaron Dickens.
Aye.
Mark Koger.
Aye.
Lynn Purdue.
Aye.
Rex Peckinpah.
Aye. Now I'm going to move that we suspend the rules to pass this ordinance on third reading.
I'll second that motion.
Moved and seconded, roll call vote on that.
Mike Duffy.
Aye.
Jeff Hancock.
Aye.
Jerry Walton.
Aye.
Aaron Dickens.
Nay.
Okay, well then that ends it anyway, so.
Okay.
Typical stick in the mud.
It's okay. It's okay. Yes.
How old do you have to be? Because we have a lot in our neighborhood who rides. How old do you have to be? I have a grandson.
Well, let me go back here and see. We can go back and read in the ordinance, but it's in the ordinance, it's the age, there's a minimum age in the ordinance. We'd have to go back and look through it to find it.
16.
Yeah.
Minimum age of a golf cart also, gotta be a
Yeah.
licensed driver.
But then again, it all,
Golf cart.
then again, it all goes back,
Riders must
It
be
all
at least
goes back-
15.
yeah, it all
Class
goes
3
back
bikes.
to, we don't have enough,
Sizes of the bikes.
we don't have enough people to police this ordinance or the golf cart ordinance or most of anything we got. We don't have enough people, they don't have enough time in the day to do all that. But we can, when we see it, when our officers see it, they can deal with it. So this gives them the authority to at least deal with it, and then maybe the word gets out and people do a little
We
bit.
all, I mean, keep in mind too, we also have laws about seat belts and speed limits, and there's still several car deaths because you can only
Yeah.
legislate so much. So keep that in mind. This isn't gonna fix the problem, but like you said, it'll give them something to enforce.
Okay, well, then we'll go on to ordinance 3980, amending the traffic schedules and reducing speed limit on South 17th Street. I move we pass that on second reading.
I second that motion.
Okay, moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Mike Duffy.
Aye.
Jeff Hancock.
Aye.
Jerry Walton.
Aye.
Aaron Dickens.
Aye.
Mark Koger.
Aye.
Lynn Purdue.
Aye.
Rex Peckinpah.
Aye. Okay, well, I guess that concludes our business, so adjourn. Adjourn.
Second reading.